EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check 24, check 24. Joker, 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 Joker.
Now Ryan. Jones has it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
Check, check. Check, nickel. Save.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. And gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. A nice run there by Gurley on 1st down as he'll get about 7 out of it. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Ryan. Complete to Jones. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 28 yards. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Ryan. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Khalil Mack. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So the sack means it's 3rd and goal now from the 10.
Here we go. Check it back.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Cordero Patterson. Touchdown, Chicago. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other. And the Bears have taken the lead.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan looking downfield for Jones. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
58. Check back 45. Check. Hey, Delta. Let's get off the field, G.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 23 yards on the play.
Check 43. Hey. Lock in.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now on second down, this is Gurley. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let it pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Ryan on first down. He completes it to Jones. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Ryan. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now it's Ryan. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him. That full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Check, 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 check. No, 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 off. Hey, wahoo. Small, no. And 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike.
Ryan. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Hey, Charlie.
They go play action. Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
61, matchbox, light.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions.
Bro, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The end result, 21 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. First down, a run with Cohen. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the 3rd and then carry that over to the 4th.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Gostkowski with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So that is 2 pick 6s he's thrown in this football game. Now, you take those away, Charles, it's a completely different situation.
It totally is, but guess what? They have to deal with what they have now, okay? So they can't just mentally go, well, if we hadn't thrown those pick 6s, we'd be okay. Here's where you are. Here's where you're going to battle. But guess what? They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really big.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go. Right here.
They go play action now. Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bilal Nichols. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Get in the weight room. 18.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run forward with Cohen, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 4th down. Here's Trubisky. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And this is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. On 3rd down, Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your cover.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run. It's Gurley. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Let's bring it. Alert flare, flare.
Now Ryan down around the goal line. He completes it to Bryant. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Play action. It's Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Hey, exit.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Now Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. Jones has it. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Quick throw from Ryan here to Ridley. A huge play there on the screen pass. 52 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, a nice hole for him.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Able to get there and pick it. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tack McKinley, his 2nd sack of the night. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They go play action with Trubisky. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus.